Medam is the wellspring of life. From him all came into being, every grass in the field, to every bird in the sky, to ape in the trees. Drohon, still blinded, has to rely on his men to escort him back to the Torac camp, where Marx is being held. All are shocked at the sight of Drohon appearing so broken. Jaren is most concerned, but he settles the restless soldiers nonetheless.
Back to your posts.
Many linger.
Now, don't make me say it again.
They do so. Drohon retreats to his room, stumbling onto his bunk. Drohon thinks about the vision, replaying it in his head over and over.
It can't be. It can't be!
Drohon shows signs of panic, a real break from his prior inward and outward demeanor. Eris and Matthias gut and prepare fish. Eris can tell something is weighing on Matthias.
You're either going to tell me what's on your mind, or you'll leave.
I told you it's nothing.
And I told you. Tell me, or get out.
He's dead. I know he's dead.
No, you don't.
He would be back by now.
We've been over this. Even if they captured him, they need him alive.
Some comfort, that is.
You're one to talk, and you're doing none of us any good by worrying so much.
I know. Which is why I volunteered for the next run.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
You can't do that.
But my brother can?
That's different.
No, it isn't. We both know I can do much more good as a soldier than as a prefect.
Marx would never let you.
It doesn't matter. He's gone.
Matthias runs off. A few days have passed since Drohon's vision, and even Jaren is desperate to know what is going on. The second in command marches up to Drohon's quarters.
Champion, sir,
What is it?
I need to see you.
Very well.
Jaren enters. Drohon sits up, feigning an illness.
I must have picked something up from the Medamites.
And when do you think you'll be back on your feet?
You are more than capable of taking care of things for as long as I need you to.
Certainly. But if there's something more...
There isn't! You know better than to question your champion.
Of course, sir. There is one more thing.
Yes?
I am curious why you've chosen to spare the young priestess.
I have a use for her.
Would you care to inform me? Or should we just deal with her and get this over with?
Absolutely not.
Jaren is taken aback. Drohon then thinks back to his vision and remembers what Medam told him, to set Marx and the young girl free. Drohon then remembers his internal monologue right before his vision, where he longed for victory over Medam's followers. Drohon is horribly conflicted, and he clenches his fists as tight as they can go, which does not go unnoticed by Jaren.
It's time. Bring out the next Titus and the priestess. We'll make him talk this time.
Drohon holds his head in his hands. Just giving this order is a massive labor for him.
I'll leave it to you, my second in command.
Are you sure, my champion? Won't you be there with us?
Of course I'll be. But I'm in no condition to do it, as you can clearly see.
As you wish.
Jaren leaves to follow through on Drohon's orders. The commander then sinks into his bed in exhaustion. His hands quiver, and he breaks out in sweat. The prisoners are brought to the courtyard for the execution. Toracs soldiers gather around. One of the brutes hands Jaren an axe, while others hold the prisoners down.
My comrades, we have here a Medamite priestess, and their beloved chosen one, the next Titus. He will either tell us where the Every Stone can be found, or watch his young friend die.
Jaren leans down to the panicked girl.
What's your name, dear?
She doesn't say anything, only whimpering.
Your name?
Elise!
Soldiers laugh. Drohon watches anxiously from the back of the crowd.
Do you believe in Medam? Do you believe enough to die for him?
Elise stutters and gasps in fear.
Answer me. Do you believe in him enough to die for him?
Yes.
Everything goes silent for a moment, followed by Elise sobbing and gasping for breath.
That's what I thought. It is people like Elise here, Medamites, Adamites, Villarites, the lot of them, who forsake everything else for their faith. They stand in the way of unity and hold back our society's potential. Those who turn to any god before Denagon and his kingdom do not deserve to live in it. They are traitors, and death is the only thing fitting for a traitor.
Jaren readies his axe, but as expected, Marx cries out for him to stop. Jaren turns to Marx.
You want to save her. Give me what I'm waiting for.
Marx is completely dismayed, torn between letting this innocent priestess die in front of him or sacrificing everything else down the line. Marx hesitates as this choice weighs on him, but he then makes eye contact with Drohon in the crowd.
No matter what happens to Elise or me, in the end, all who serve Medam the Eternal Wraith will prosper, and those who hide behind Denagon will be destroyed.
This shakes Drohon to his core. On the other hand, Jaren simply takes this as a refusal from Marx, and he kills Elise.
No!
Marx cries out in fury and tries to tear free of his restraints to kill Jaren and avenge Elise. But this is ultimately to no avail as brutes surround and beat him. The crowd disperses as the carnage ends, and Marx is taken back to his cell to rot. This leaves only Drohon on the scene to sit absent-mindedly for some time. Eventually, Drohon drags himself back to his quarters, grabs a container off of a stool, and vomits profusely into it. When he's got nothing left, he falls over onto his bed, wiped out. He doesn't move for days, and he leaves Jaren in charge of all proceedings.
Sir, it's been 4 days. How much longer are we going to need to wait for you to do your job? There are men counting on you.
Drohon brushes him off. He goes days without leaving his room, refusing most food or drink. Even sleep escapes him, and one night he can't help but sob, be it for Elise, Jaren, his army, or himself. After a week or so goes by, Drohon finally leaves his quarters. He finds Jaren routinely training alone.
Constable Jaren.
Champion?
Why would Elise, such a young girl, stay so firmly loyal to her faith in Madame, enough to throw her life away for it?
Champion, isn't it obvious? That priestess, and others like her, are just fools who would rather focus their attention on ethereal things that they don't have to work toward or contribute to, rather than the power, might, and wealth that Denagon's kingdom has to offer.
Constable, you and I have known each other for a long time. Speak straight with me. Cut the act.
It's not an act. Have you stooped so low as to question what we stand for?
Why would she throw it all away? I can't understand it.
She was a traitor, an infidel. She had to be dealt with. Don't tell me you're developing a soft spot for the Medamites.
Of course not.
Drohon turns to leave, but Jaren catches him off guard.
Oh, champion. I would suggest you start delegating your authorities, lest you come down with any sickness again. I am glad to see you back on your feet, but I know it takes time to get well again. I would hate for any, shall we say, lapses in judgment to become a problem for us.
Drohon gives Jaren a bitter look and walks away. Later that night, Drohon goes to visit the imprisoned Marx. He tells the guards to leave and let him speak to Marx in private. They leave the vicinity, but one of them stays behind to eavesdrop by request of Jaren.
Why do you keep your faith in Medam?
Marx does not answer.
What good has it done for you? You're my prisoner. You're not going free. We will get the information we need from you. And when we do, the only way to save your life is to renounce Medam. That's what it takes. That's all it takes. Why would the priestess Eris give up her life for Medam?
Marx gets to his feet in a rage.
Because she was free. She wasn't afraid of bastards like you and demons like your master. Because she was never broken. She was never defeated. Because she knew that Medam is bigger than it all.
Drohon is taken aback, but wants to pry more.
If Medam is so powerful, why didn't he save her? Why doesn't he save you? Why doesn't he come down and end all Toracs?
This seems to give Marx an extra bit of confidence.
You wouldn't understand. Anyone who follows Denagon would never understand.
Marx sits back down, ending the dialogue there.
I can make you talk.
Nothing. Drohon punches the cell bars in fury. Marx perks up a bit.
I know you met Medam.
What?
I also had a vision.
The Torac commander freezes and takes on a different demeanor.
What are you talking about?
Medam visited me at the same time he came to you.
What did he say?
Medam was preparing me for you to turn against the Toracs, renounce Denagon and free Eris. But you never fulfilled this command.
No.
It seems we are out of options.
You don't understand.
I'm the only one who does.
Marx lies down on the ground and closes his eyes, finished speaking to Drohon. Drohon does not pry further, and instead retreats once again to his quarters. The guard who was listening on behalf of Jaren makes note of this entire exchange. As Drohon walks back to his quarters, he looks around at his camp awkwardly. He now feels out of place in his armor. His rank, status, and authority now feel like nothing. It's as if they should mean everything to him, as they once did, but they ultimately do not. He enters his quarters and gets into bed, waiting, patiently or not, for sleep to find him. He thinks about Medam, seeing himself in a vast field with Marx sitting down, facing away from him.
Has Medam rejected me? Did I blow my one chance?
Drohon waits in silence.
Can you keep doing this? Pretending you never met Medam? Continuing to live the same lie your entire life? Is it all worth it? Is Denagon really worth it?
Is Denagon really worth it?
Drohon tenses up, believing he has thought something blasphemous, but then he thinks it again.
Is Denagon really worth it?
Have you even seen him?
He is a recluse. Only those in my position ever get a chance to meet him. Medam directly revealed himself to me.
How can Denagon be worthy of faith when all he does is hide in the shadows?
I believed Denagon was the most powerful being in the world. But after the glory I experienced through Medam, I can't help but doubt that.
Is Denagon worth it?
Is he just? No. Denagon isn't worth it. Even if I failed, I would rather face judgment at the hands of Medam, the true Almighty, than at those of Denagon, a pretender. Even if I'm out of chances, I'm going to take one more.
Finally, sleep finds him.